yeah, there's a lot of news that's been coming out lately, and I'm actually really happy, but I didn't expect it, especially with this current situation. Anyway, there's going to be timestamps in the description below, so if you want to check out one of the topics I'm talking today and you can't be bothered to watch the rest, just click on the timestamp below and you can skip to that point. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Hey everyone, how you doing today? And welcome back to another episode of The Culture, where I give you the latest and greatest in pop culture that's happening right now. Well, the news, I guess. And I'm going to give you my opinions on it and also let you guys know what's going on in the world of pop culture. So the first topic of today will be on the anime called Jujutsu Kaisen, or in English, Sorcery Fight, but they won't call it Sorcery Fight, so Jujutsu Kaisen in every language. This is another Shonen Jump property that's on the tails of being a popular series, and obviously they're going to turn it into an anime because Shonen Jump love their anime, and this is the next big shonen that's to come out of the publication. So this one is a battle shonen about a kid named Yuji Itadori, and he's a high school kid who's super athletic but doesn't do athletics. It's kind of hilarious when you think about it. So him and his friends are part of this occultic club whereby they learn about the supernatural, and they come across this rotting finger with a curse seal on it, and of course, like every other person in TV, they decide to unseal it and bad stuff happens. Because they release the seal, they end up being attacked by these monsters called curses, and Yuji ends up eating this finger in order to protect his friends from the curses, because you know it's attracting all these curses. What's up with Shonen Jump and eating things? I mean, first is Deku eating hair, now it's Itadori eating fingers. I mean, what's next? Eating fingers is probably the top dog in it. So anyway, so he eats this finger and he gets supernatural powers. So what's really special about this finger that Itadori eats is that it's part of the 10 fingers from this really powerful curse called Sukuna. To get to the point, Itadori eats this finger and he gets supernatural powers, and he enrolls in this sorcery high school so they can become the king of the sorcerers. Alright, I'm playing. Basically, he enrolls because he's gonna be executed by the sorcerers because they're like, oh, you've got the most powerful curse in you, we need to kill you quick. And in order to prevent him from being killed, he has to eat all 10 fingers and save the human race from Sukuna. That's pretty much the gist of the story. So I'm about halfway through the manga, and honestly I find it really interesting. It has elements of Bleach and it also has elements of Blue Exorcist, so it's a really cool mashup of the two, and it produces some really cool fights. This anime is going to be done by Studio Mappa, who I know from Dororo, and they're doing the upcoming God of High School adaptation. So I'm pretty excited because from the trailers for God of High School and from watching Dororo, it seems like they're probably going to do a good job, in my opinion. And to be honest, this is the next big Shonen Jump title, so this has potential to be the next Demon Slayer maybe. I don't know if it'll hit the heights of Demon Slayer because Demon Slayer had Ufotable, you know? Like Ufotable are ridiculous in animation. So if Mappa can at least hit like 3/4 of that, then we're gonna have an amazing series on our hands. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. My only issue is that there's a potential for it to be in Netflix jail. God. So if you don't know what Netflix jail is, they get new anime, they don't air it as they're airing it in Japan, and they wait like months after it's finished airing in Japan for it to come out on Netflix. By the time that happens, everyone and their mothers already pirated it. So please just release it weekly, Netflix. I'm begging you. I mean, this is a big shonen that's coming into your hands. I mean, if you know Netflix gets the rights to it. But yeah, other than that, I'm really excited for this. I hope that the animation is top notch. From the look of it, the art style looks a lot better than it did in the manga, because the manga art style is nice but it's a little rough, and this one just looks really good. Okay, next topic. Last week there was a state of play event whereby they showcased 18 minutes of footage and gameplay from the game Ghost of Tsushima. If you haven't seen already through my channel, I'm really excited for Ghost of Tsushima, and this state of play, which is probably the best one, made me even more hyped for this game. What's cool is that they were showing you the different modes of how you fight. So there's one called Samurai mode and there's one called Ghost mode. And Samurai mode is as it sounds, you go in with full armor and you are paying respect to your enemies when you fight them by giving them one-on-one standoffs, and that's how you fight in the game. And then also there's this mode called Ghost mode where you play as pretty much Batman, I guess. You sneak around, you take down enemies, you use fear to take down your enemies sometimes. It's pretty much Arkham, or you can say it's more Assassin's Creed. Actually, a lot of this game does feel like Assassin's Creed, but not in a bad way, in a really good way. You also get other elements in this game as well. So in the beginning of this state of play reveal trailer event type conference, I don't know what I'm saying, but in the beginning of state of play, the way that Jin was looking at the whole world and the way the world felt, it really felt like a Zelda game, and I could tell this was Breath of the Wild inspiration straight away. Also, somebody mentioned this, I think it was one of the developers, that Zelda was an inspiration, and also Shadow of the Colossus. And Shadow of the Colossus, you could tell that's definitely inspired the game, whereby it's barely anything but wind to help you explore on the map, and that is pretty awesome. Also, they were showing other stuff like a samurai mode, like if you're in a samurai film. They also had a photo mode, which was really cool, and also they allow you to play the game in Japanese dub from the get-go, which is awesome. But it makes sense because, you know, this game is set in Japan. But all in all, Sucker Punch seem like they're doing a great job with this game, and I'm really excited to play this one. This game to me started from looking like an amazing game, but it looks now more like a Game of the Year contender, if that makes sense. Yeah, I hope that I'm not overhyping this game. I just hope that it really delivers. Even if it doesn't, it'll probably be fun. But anyway, I can't wait to play this game. Another bit of information is that the CEO of Sony, Kenichiro Yoshida, has stated that the PS5 game lineup is going to come out soon. Yeah, of course it is. I mean, you have a console to release, but the fact that we're even getting confirmation is actually really exciting. What I'm wondering is how much are they going to reveal and what they're going to reveal. There'll be rumors that mid-June is the time when they're going to have this PS5 event where they release not just the games that are going to come out, but what the PS5 is and why we should care about buying it. I'm wondering what type of games they are going to show at that lineup, and I wonder what type of games are going to come out soon. If I was to put money on anything, I would say Horizon Zero Dawn 2 will probably come out like this year, or launch title, and then a Spider-Man game will come out pretty soon, because I think those will be quick to turn around, especially how the first one took only like 4 years to make. There's also rumors about a God of War 2, Uncharted, and other games in development. But I can't wait to see what Sony releases, maybe even a new exclusive from the Bluepoint Studios that's been rumored. I just can't wait to see what you produce, especially with your new brand called PlayStation Studios. Like I said, I just want to see this thing. I just want to see everything PS5 related. Just hurry up and bring it to us, man. Like, hurry up. Last but not least, the big topic today, the Snyder Cut. Obviously, Justice League came out 3 years ago, and because of some unfortunate circumstances, Zack Snyder couldn't finish the film. So Joss Whedon, who directed the first 2 Avengers films, came over to DC in order to finish off what Zack Snyder started. Because of the way Justice League panned out, yeah, I didn't like that movie, and there are a lot of issues with that movie, mainly to do with the plot and how it legit feels like 2 different directors made this movie. After that film came out, especially the way that it did, everyone around the world was wondering when we're going to see Zack Snyder's vision, especially when you hear about what Zack Snyder was going to do with the film, with a dark Superman and also with Darkseid. For years, everybody's been asking Warner Brothers to release the Snyder Cut, and you may have seen a trend on Twitter or anything social media related where everyone was just saying, release the Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut, because everyone wanted to see what he was trying to do with this film, and maybe this film could have been way better if Zack Snyder just did the film from start to finish. After the fans did some crazy stuff by making it trend and also buying billboards, Zack Snyder finally announced that Warner Brothers has allowed him to release the Snyder Cut on HBO Max in 2021. What's crazy about this project is that number one, they're gonna finish off all the visual effects, so Warner Bros. Are actually giving them money in order to finish it. And number two, this could either be a 4-hour movie or a 6-part miniseries. Yeah, this thing's gonna be long AF, but that's really interesting because I'm wondering how much stuff was really cut out, especially how the film turned out. It was obvious that so much stuff was cut out. It was just so obvious. So yeah, let's see how this one turns out. Who knows, maybe this could bring the DCEU back together if it's a sick movie or miniseries, but at least I want to see what Zack Snyder was going to do with his film. We even had the opportunity to redo a bunch of things that people didn't want and people didn't like. I'm excited to see this. I hope it's really, really good. I'm hopeful that Zack Snyder will put his heart and soul into this because he finally is releasing the Justice League that he wanted. And let's just pray it's really good, and let's just pray we have fun with it. So do you think this film will be really good, or do you think this is gonna flop like the first one? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that Jujutsu Kaisen could be the next Demon Slayer? What PS5 games are gonna come out? What do you guys think actually? Also, what do you think about everything that I've talked about today? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. Please like and subscribe for more content on pop culture and entertainment. I hope you stay safe and I'll see you soon. Alright, peace out.